Groovy. Funktown hits you up. It's Damn Good Time Podcast. Yeah. Nice and funky. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I'm Steve Schaefer.
I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a Damn Good Time Podcast.
Funk 'em with it.
Funk time. That's right. We're back in the studio, bringing you another fine installment of a Damn Good Time.
Another one.
Another one.
I keep saying that.
Keeping it going, man. Keeping it steady.
Always.
Just constant content.
What number is this?
This is 93.
Holy moly.
I do believe. No, 92.
92.
Episode 92. We got our first little, like, I wouldn't really call it hate mail, but maybe kind of like a little bit of a negative. Yeah, I don't know. If somebody, you know.
I don't know if it's judgmental or not, or maybe it's just trying to give us some encouragement.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
Well, here, I'll read it out loud for everybody if you don't want to go searching through our content. QT Rage says, "My bros, who's watching this? Like, I'm sure there are more out there that have no idea who you guys are. Making your videos 1 hour long make people skip over your videos. Maybe make them way, way shorter with good headline. Hope you guys can make it. Well, we appreciate your feedback. As always, we'll take all feedback.
QT Rage.
We have kicked around the idea of maybe making shorter videos, shorter episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe something a little more focused on some kind of topic or something, but I don't
That's
know.
what we keep talking about. That's what the TikTok's for. I
Yeah.
feel like your other things are for, but I feel like we still do the full episodes because, to me, I like an hour-long podcast because when normally I listen to a podcast is when I'm like on a long drive.
Yeah.
I'm chilling,
Doing some chores or something.
Yeah, and I'm going to listen to a long podcast because
Right.
I know the next hour of my life I'm going to be stuck doing something I don't want to do.
Right.
So I might as well listen to something I like to listen to. So
Might as well have a damn good time while you're doing
yeah,
it.
exactly.
So-
So appreciate the feedback.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's where I think the TikTok and the other places, that's what TikTok is built for. It's just built
Right.
shorts. Literally it's built to build shorts.
Short, quick. And I mean, it does say a lot to the way the attention span of a lot of people work nowadays is you will get a lot more views and you'll probably get a lot more clicks and watch throughs and stuff whenever you make it shorter. But this also gives us an excuse to hang out for a little bit longer too.
Yeah, when I look at TikTok and this says part 1, I just fucking skip it.
Yeah.
I skip it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting into part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I didn't come here to TikTok for, 10-minute long videos.
Yeah.
If I wanted to watch a 10-minute long video on something, I'd go to a YouTube.
Yeah.
But that's why it is just on YouTube. It is on Anchor. It's not like we're blasting this 1 hour long thing on a short format, app or whatever. So,
Right.
but QT Rage. Hopefully we didn't turn you off completely. Hopefully you come back and you listen and watch some more. And
I mean, hopefully you liked us and that's why you commented that. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
yep. And if we're not for you, man, we're sorry.
Yeah.
But if you ever have an hour to kill, come on back. We'll be here every week.
We're gonna be here hanging and banging.
Just about it. We've only skipped, 2 weeks and 92 episodes.
Yeah.
We've only skipped 2 weeks, so.
A
But
couple.
but just hanging it, like you said, hanging and banging, man.
We're just hanging and banging
Always.
all the time.
Always. And it gives us a good excuse to hang out with each other.
That's right.
So even if nobody watches, we're still.
We might get to episode 1000 and have 100 subscribers, and
Yeah.
we might just still be going at it. Our wives would just be yelling at us, and it's
Right.
fine.
Still be hanging and banging, But yeah, so. And if anybody else has any cool comments or anything they want to say, feel free, let us know. We like the feedback.
Absolutely.
So, and it gives us something to talk about for a few minutes as well to fill up that entire hour long spot that we want to do.
Yeah, I and originally when we started, we talked about our length and what we wanted to
Yeah.
do, and I think an hour is kind of what we decided on.
Right.
We could have easily decided on a half hour.
Yeah.
And that would be really easy to do, but I feel like sometimes we get talking and then a half hour goes by and
Right.
a blink of an eye and we have no idea.
Yeah. We just start rambling and all of a sudden like, shit, we just filled a whole hour up and we haven't even really talked about the things that we thought about talking about for this episode.
Right.
So
exactly.
Just like, for instance, there's one thing I wanted to talk about last week that I never brought up, but we got a new puppy.
Oh yeah,
Never even
didn't bring that up last.
Didn't even bring it up. We got a whole new fucking dog in this house, like a brand new dog.
New dog's a big thing.
Yeah,
especially a puppy.
Yeah, it's a little pup. Got a golden retriever. Her name is Barley.
Okay,
she is adorable.
I've obviously met him last week.
Yeah.
I can't say okay because
you're like, oh,
greeted
really?
me outside
for real. Like, yeah. No, we just forgot to talk about it.
Yeah.
But she's a little cuddle bug, so it's super awesome. It's she's a little sweetheart. She likes to cuddle a lot. It's super cool to have kind of more of a chill dog.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's still a puppy, so she's rambunctious and shit. But she is one of the more chill puppies that we've had. So that's nice. It's not nice cleaning up piss and shit all the time, but you'll have that with a fresh dog.
Right.
It's not broken yet, but she's getting there.
You'll get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get there.
Yeah, golden retrievers are a smarter breed. They usually pick up on that shit pretty quickly. So
yeah,
and she's getting it. It's just whenever we kind of forget to, when you got the pup, you gotta make sure you figure out when they're gonna go to the bathroom. They're not gonna let you know right off the rip. So
yeah, you gotta routine them and then teach them the routine, and then they know that.
So yeah, we're still working on that, but she's adorable. She's a little puppy. I was gonna bring her down here and have her on the podcast, but the kids are playing with her and shit. So
yeah,
one of these days we'll get a little puppy on a podcast.
A
little podcast pup.
At least for a little bit, maybe. The dog's like, nope, I don't want to go off and do my own thing.
Fuck you guys! I'm gonna go bark over here in the corner or some shit.
Just sit in the corner and bark at you. Oh, you gotta go outside. Right.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Nope, you're just gonna have to shit on the floor because we're busy. We have an hour to fill.
Yeah, that's right. 10-minute segments.
Yeah. But that just goes to show that we sometimes sit down here and we just ramble on and we don't even know where the fuck we're going with things. So
yeah, I mean that's why we started this. We started this just because we ramble on and we thought it was somewhat funny, so we just wanted to provide it to everybody else.
Yeah.
You might not. You might. I don't know.
I don't know. You do or you don't. We don't
you do or you don't.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hopefully you do.
Well, we're here, and being this many episodes deep, it's been a lot of our time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just making it happen. Right now, you can hear I'm semi-sick.
Yeah, a little under the weather.
Yeah. But getting over it. I know last weekend I talked about I was basically taking care of the whole family, but it hadn't really hit me yet. And then I think we recorded last Saturday.
Yeah.
And then by Monday I was
just
fucking nailed with it. So
full-blown sickness.
And then through the week it was fine, and then it just hit some more ups and downs, and then hit me again hard on Thursday and Friday. It just
you've been popping that vitamin C.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All kinds of vitamins.
Today was a little bit better. Last night I woke up in the middle of the night, and I shit you not, I was drenched from head to toe.
Oh, okay. You got the
head to toe.
You got the sweats. You sweating out.
Yeah, it was so weird.
Yeah.
Gross and weird.
Yeah.
But like my hair was wet. I feel like my toes were wet. Like my whole body was like I just took a shower.
Yeah.
Didn't dry off and just jumped in bed.
Yeah.
Like my underwear was soaked through. Like I peed myself.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Unless it was like expel all water out of his body. I've been drinking a lot of water lately. Whenever I get sick, I just go hard on the water.
Yeah. You gotta stay hydrated, man.
Yeah, you gotta stay hydrated, especially when like you get the cough, you get the mucus. You got to keep that water going because it keeps it a little less.
Keeps it flowing.
Yeah. But yeah. So the other night I woke up, the night before, I had cold chills.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't feel cold. There was no part of my body that felt cold, but my body was shivering.
Yeah.
And I couldn't stop it. Freaked my wife Steph out a little bit. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I don't know, just shaking,
Just shaking a little
just
bit.
shaking and baking, just shaking and baking."
Just shake it up.
There was apparently one. Because that's obviously fever.
Yeah.
There's one delusional point. She said I kept reaching back, grabbing her. I said, "Oh yeah, baby, oh yeah." I don't remember that at all. So both times I just woke up,
Yeah.
went and took a shower, went back to bed. It was fine.
Yeah.
But,
That's because I was sick before you were, and I hit that sweaty night sweat thing. But I was in a hotel in Arizona, and I was fortunate enough that it wasn't my bed, so I didn't really give a shit. So I just kept like doubling up. I just kept keeping it all in and just keep sweating. I'd wake up, I'm like, man, I'm all soaking. So I'd just pull the covers back over me and like keep fucking sweating it out. Because it was a hotel bed. I didn't give a fuck, you know? Like if it was like my sheets, like, oh man, I need to let these air out. I don't want to fucking like have to change my sheets just because I sweat out and shit. But you know, I was in like I said, that hotel bed. I'm like, you know what? Just box it in, get it out, make this bed all weird and wet, and you know, not my problem. After tomorrow, I check out, bitch.
yeah, I just woke up laying tombstone.
Yeah,
And I was like, why am I? What? My underwear. First, obviously, first thing into my head, my underwear wet. I'm like, did I drink that much water that I pissed myself? Like that immediate scare comes to your head, you know?
Yeah, the old squishy crotch.
And then I'm like, my chest hair is wet. Like I move around a little bit, and then you feel the sheet. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, the sheet's wet.
It's like all stuck
Like,
to you.
I touch my hair. My hair's wet. Like, and then it like kind of click my toes a little bit. My toes, like literally, I think any part of my body that could sweat,
Yeah,
sweated. And I feel like it was my entire skin was just like,
yeah,
hey, you know what? We're just gonna push all of the toxins out of you real quick.
yeah. That's
In one foul swoop. Your body is efficient as hell. We're gonna push it out. At least that's what I think to myself.
right, and I mean that is part of it. Your body is trying to get rid of some shit, so it just pushes it through those fucking sweat glands and stuff.
Yeah.
I will say that whenever that happened to me, it kind of freaked me out a little bit because I remember COVID kind of did that same thing to me. But COVID, it didn't do it to me whenever I was getting over it. It just did it to me every once, like sporadically. Like there was no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Oh God, is this the vid? Am I fucking, you know, am I going to be quarantined in goddamn Arizona for a week?" And I did have a test on me, and I took it, and my temperature was fine, and I was negative on the COVID, but like it gave me that little COVID flashback there, you know, like ugh.
I did take a test in the morning. And I was clean.
Yeah.
Clear of the COVID. I was clean.
Yeah, I was clean.
Didn't get that some bitch virus. She didn't give me that one.
Right.
But yeah, no. Took a test in the morning. I was clear and everything, but it's just been weird, you know, like the cold chills to that, and then to this morning where it was just, I was tired because you just wake up. You know, I was just waking up so much,
Yeah.
coughing. My wife's coughing. I got the baby monitor beside me. The babies are coughing. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of waking up, so I've just been kind of half exhausted too, which is not good when you're trying to recover from being sick.
Right.
You need a good
Sleep's
night's sleep.
your friend there.
Yeah. Last night's probably the best night with the babies and Steph and everything. Like everybody getting kind of a good night, better night's sleep. Anyways.
Yeah.
Me just waking up sweaty and taking a quick shower, and then
Right.
it's fine. But I flipped my sheets out, and by the time I came back, they were dry, so they weren't like soaked.
Right.
But there was a nice, apparently a glisten on them.
They were a little damp.
But it's weird because normally you wake up, like when I wake up when I'm hot, it's like your legs are hot, and
Yeah.
sweaty, or your body's sweaty, or like when you have that sick, it's like one
Yeah.
part of you that's sweaty.
Yeah, and even then you put a foot outside of the blanket and then you're like, "Oh, my whole core temperature just dropped cuz my foot
Yeah.
is outside of the blanket." But
This I just woke up, I didn't feel hot.
yeah,
I was just soaked.
just wet.
It's like, did somebody just like, when I was sleeping, did a giant come and pick me up and dip me in a thing of water?
Yeah.
Just gently set me back down.
Yeah.
He just ripped my roof off. He's like, shh, we need to cool you down.
We need to wash you.
We're going to make sure you're okay, buddy.
We got to
You're
give
getting
you
too hot.
We got to give you a wash.
And then sit me down.
And then in a fever dream, while this is all happening, you reach over and grab a butt, and you're like, yeah, baby. Fever dream Cody just wants to fuck.
I just jerked off a giant while he's dipping me in the bathwater. So you go, oh, yeah. So I'm good with the imaginary giants. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So then, yeah, just going through all that, it's just been, ugh.
Yeah.
And now I know. What I didn't know before is when you have 2 kids and a sickness runs through the house.
Yeah.
It's not 1 week. It ends up being 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because normally I've had a pretty decent immune system where I don't get sick a whole lot. I normally have one time a year where I get sick and then I'm done. So hopefully this is the one. But I think that's been twice this year now. But now it's like, wife got it, kids got it. Then it finally hit me. It's going to be like, I'm going to be around it that much. No matter what I do, it's going to eventually get to me. It's going to break me down. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I take my 1,000 milligram vitamin C's.
Yeah.
I got some zinc on deck. The one a days. But, that's just whatever. But try to keep it. Try to keep the vitamin levels up.
Yeah.
And the hydration levels up.
Yep. Yeah, I got to where I used to do the airbornes, but now I found like those little packets, basically the same fucking thing. But I'll even like just straight shoot the packet. Like I don't even mix it with the water because I don't want to dirty it. I don't feel good. I don't want to do dishes. I don't even mix it. And I just straight chug the powder and then wash it down and then it's like fizzy. So then I burp a couple times and then I'm good.
Just put that spoonful of Tang in your mouth.
Yeah, basically. That's exactly what I do. Like, I don't want to do dishes, so I don't dirty a cup.
That's some straight 90s shit right
Yeah,
there.
it's fucking hardcore, man.
If you didn't know about Tang, check it out.
Fucking Tang,
They had a
bro.
sweet commercial with the chimpanzee.
Yeah, I think I still make Tang.
I
I'd
see it.
imagine
Yeah,
they do.
no, I think I see it on the shelves. I'm pretty sure it's still out there.
I don't see commercials for it anymore, but
No, I'm pretty sure I bought some not too long ago. No, I mean, when I say not too long ago, I mean within the last 2 years.
yeah,
So that is long ago, but
right.
I think it's still floating around.
Yeah, it doesn't go bad.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just sugar and flavor mixed together.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so
it's just it's another form of Kool-Aid or whatever,
So then I've been feeling better today, but my head was all clogged up today.
Yeah.
So I was doing all these techniques online, There's one there, you put your tongue on the roof of your mouth and you put your finger right on the middle between your eyebrows and you hold that for 20 seconds and it's supposed to clear your sinuses out. The first time I did it seemed to actually do a little something. I don't know. But the rest of my head, like the top of my head, like just felt like there's pressure.
Yeah.
Now your sinuses do run like all through your face and the ears.
Yeah,
and
apparently you have 8 different sinus cavities.
they go everywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, because you got a lot of snot coming from somewhere.
Yep.
It's not like it's just produced right here.
Right.
It's just like that snot is I think this is like a protective fluid that kind of helps
It's
against the
something.
germs or something. I don't know. Like if I could take a vacuum and put it to my nose and it just all got sucked out immediately.
Yeah.
I would do it, but I don't. It'd probably be really bad for you.
Right.
I have not the neti. I used to have the neti pot, but I had like the squeeze bottle thing, and I can like squeeze water through and clear out your initial sinuses here. But your sinuses run like around your eyes, down your cheeks, around your head, by your ears, around the back of your head. Like they go everywhere.
Yeah, that's because when Henry was sick, he got the earaches too. So we wanted to make sure it wasn't an infection. And we took him to the doctor real quick, and the doctor said, like, yeah, you have 8 different sinus cavities, and an average adult produces a quart of mucus a day. That's just on a normal day.
What?
So imagine like when you're sick and all that shit's leaking out. Yeah, fucking quart, bro.
Ooh.
That's what he said. So he even said, like, make sure you stay hydrated. And like, yeah, so that's good that you've been drinking that water because you're a quart of that goes right to the mucus in those 8 different sinus cavities. So
Wow.
right, that's crazy.
That's quart of mucus.
Yeah. So then imagine, when you get it all infected and it gets all thick and it's just stuck there. That's where all that pressure probably comes from because it's not draining as efficiently as it should.
Yeah.
Do you ever like hawk up a loogie and then you spit it somewhere where you can make sure you see it so you can see the color so you know like where you're at in your sickness?
Oh yeah, I mean, and then blowing your nose too.
Yeah.
Same.
So you kind of look at it, it's like, oh, it's still green. I'm fucked. But then when it starts to yellow out a little bit and it gets clear, like, okay, I'm on the tail end of this bitch. We should be good in the next couple days, you know? Like,
yeah. I'm on that dark brown.
I feel like what was in science class when you did the pH test? Like you should just spit it in a vial and put it next to the tube thing.
Oh,
like,
God.
oh, it's that shade of green. I still got like 3 days left. Fuck, you know? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Just they're always so weird and chunky, and you get piss in the urine on. There's always like 14 chunks of mucus.
Yeah.
Girl's lucky you never have to deal with that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, because we spray them on the back of the toilet there to make sure so that way we can see what color we're dealing with, you know?
So yeah, the other thing was like my head was so foggy on the way here, and I was like, I kind of wanted to clear it up.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know what I got. That clears up the head real quick.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit of smelling salts.
Fucking smelling salts, huh?
Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what, a little ammonia in your face.
Yeah.
I'm excited right now because I'm already stuffy.
Yeah. You gonna do one?
I'm going to do one. Do you want to do one?
Kinda.
We can share one.
Oh, we can share it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because we don't need to go that hard right now. And one's actually good enough for 2 people, I think. In these.
Yeah.
And then you see all these commercials now, and they have a lot of them. I bought this one a couple years ago, and they're still good because they're in like a little vial, like you would have like I don't know, I think it's plastic in there or something, but it cracks. It's 35% alcohol, 15% ammonia.
Yeah. And you just sniff it.
Yeah,
I've seen them used like when people faint and stuff to get them out. And I've seen weightlifters that'll smell them.
Do you want to crack it?
Kinda.
All right, just hold it. 2 fingers on the side. You don't want to like. It won't juice you, but like it'll immediately like
Crush here.
Cover
There's even a
wrapper.
little dot.
Yeah.
Do I take like a?
If you're brave,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to.
Will that fucking kill me?
It won't kill you, but it's.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like it'll suck.
Yeah. And this is why you're going to get switch to YouTube right now,
right.
because you're going to see Steve's reaction. And
All right, I'll make sure I look directly at the camera when I do this.
actually, let me crack it
Okay.
because I don't want you to get hit with the initial thing
And get
because
scared.
it needs a minute to start breathing.
Oh, it turned red.
Okay, now I'm going to hand it to you. Now go ahead and take a
Just
little whiff
sniff.
of that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that hits right in the brainstem.
Ooh. Whoa. Let me get another one.
That's the smelling salt.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, so a lot
Good
of
Lord.
the fantasy football podcast I listen to, these guys keep these things on deck. Like they're like, you know, when they got a hard one to do,
Yeah.
long one to do, keep them on deck.
Oh, God. Wow.
You see why, like a lot of athletes, will, they're feeling a little groggy or something. They want their head to clear up.
Yeah, it made my eyes water.
Oh yeah, your eyes come alive. Like, what's going on?
That's,
I think if you hit too much, your body get used to it.
yeah.
And right now, you're getting more of a fight or flight reaction.
Yeah, I also feel like, you know, now that thing's probably, all the ammonia's probably evaporated and shit, too.
Try one more time. Go ahead.
It's still there. It's still there. That's crazy.
Yeah, and these are a couple years old. Now they're making all these other new ones that are in like little canisters and like little pops you can take. Like you just pop the canister open,
Yeah.
shove it, and then shut the canister again, and it just locks in that canister. It's like one canister instead of like cracking them individually.
That's, yeah. Wow. Okay. That's,
That's a smelling salt, which is just basically ammonia and alcohol.
why do they call it salt?
I have no idea. There's probably some salt water in there to stabilize everything.
Respiratory stimulant for inhalation only. Well, that's cool.
I mean, it clears your sinuses up, but Like the biggest thing I had was like that fog. I had that fog going on for my sickness.
Yeah.
As soon, and it's been a long time since I hit one of these. So I had a lot less when I came here because I already did it before I came here. But that first initial one is just like you just had. It's like, holy crap.
Wakes you up.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go, dude.
Wakes you up.
I was even feeling kind of tired before this, but now I'm not tired.
Your eyes light up. It's like you're seeing a clearer picture.
Yeah.
And then your brain just kind of clears off too. It's like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? We fighting? Because that's bad.
I don't like this. We got to run away. Like
We're either fighting or running. It's probably run.
Yeah.
It's probably like, that's bad gas. That's bad gas.
I can see why like weightlifters will probably hit that and then go
Then go hit a
pull
rack.
a big power lift, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's interesting. You know.
Yeah, I forget. I just saw a video on them or something a long time ago, and I was like, oh, let me order some on Amazon.
Yeah.
So I ordered some on Amazon and got them, and just I've always had them around. It's been a while now that I've had them.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Every once in a while I pop them out, and I tell you what, when you're sick, it's good.
Yeah.
Especially like, I just in this fog, like, I gotta get the day going. Probably hangovers would be great.
Yeah.
I just gotta get this day going. Choo, boom, and just tear out the door.
Rip it.
Just go ripping out the door 90 miles per hour.
Nice.
Fly down your back road.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Definitely a kick in the face there. Is it still going?
That's pretty much done. But yeah.
I might have to get me some of those.
They make all kinds of them now. There's like different brands.
Yeah.
And,
Fun flavors.
I see TikToks of them with people like, oh, now you got dragon's breath, and you got, you know, they're hitting people in the streets. But I don't know how it's ammonia regardless.
Right.
So if your marketing is you're just going to market it that it's better than that, I don't know how you could do.
This one's got more ammonia or something.
Yeah, I don't know how you could do any better than that.
Yeah.
There's got to be a certain percentage of ammonia too, because if not, let me just go buy I'll just go buy a jar of ammonia
And just snort ammonia.
and put it in just put it in a pill container with a cloth down there and just, woo! Let's get my day going.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of alcohol. Like, is that just rubbing alcohol too? Because I imagine the alcohol helps it kind of evaporate, and that's what gets you the fumes and the vapors.
Yep.
So, no, that's cool.
But you could probably put a little chai tea in there or something.
Put a little bleach in there.
Yeah, I thought I'd share that for you.
Bleach and ammonia, the poisonous gas. Probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
Make some mustard
I think
gas.
I had a lady at work. She was cleaning the bathrooms, and she put bleach in there, and then I think she used some sort of ceramic cleaner or toilet cleaner that had ammonia in it.
Yeah.
And she staggered out of the bathroom, coughing her head off, and she had basically made a gas bomb in the toilet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I said, no, don't do that.
Don't mix those.
We have one chemical for each position. You don't mix them.
Right.
Yeah.
Whew. I'm trying to think of where to go next now.
Your head's blowing up.
I'm just wide awake. That's all I know.
Well, we can talk about fantasy football real quick.
Yeah. We're locked into the playoffs.
We're locked in. I ended up beating your wife that clinched the 3rd seed.
Yep.
I would have clinched 4th if not. It didn't matter.
Right.
But it makes it a lot funner that I won the 3rd out.
Yep.
Because now your wife, my wife, my brother-in-law, and a guy I used to work with, they're all in contention for that 4 seed.
Yeah.
And I really like that story more than, because if Sarah would have beat me, she pretty much would have been locked for that 4 seed.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, but pretty much.
Right.
So it makes it better in the record.
Yeah, it makes it. There's a fun little 4-way fight this weekend to get into the playoffs. So.
Yeah. Well, I guess 100% it wouldn't have locked me in. It wouldn't have locked me in.
Right.
It should have locked me in because I had way more points than anybody, so it didn't matter if I won or lost. But it's just
Yeah. And that got me locked into the second seed then too.
Yeah.
And if there's nothing too crazy happens this weekend, me and you will be going head to head in the first week of playoffs.
That's right.
Number 2 versus number 3.
That's right.
So I'll be knocking you out early, so that's cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
What happened last time we played?
Well, I think I won by like a point, didn't I?
1 point.
That's all you need. Was it Vin Diesel even said, whether it's an inch or a mile, I still win.
Yeah, well, you never know. So
Yeah, but yeah, definitely it's been an interesting season, especially now that, like you said, we got that 4-way battle for the last spot there. It's kind of crazy that it's almost done already, you know?
yeah.
I can't believe the football season's almost over.
Well, at least the regular season.
Yeah.
Good playoff season.
Yeah, I mean, we'll still
Yeah.
be doing shit till February, but
Yeah, we got the college football playoffs and
Yeah.
all that coming on. So
yeah,
I mean, it's almost freaking Christmas.
we got
It's almost Christmas.
a week and 2 days, 9 days.
Yeah, a couple of days. I got to go down to my dad's, celebrate Christmas already.
You know what? I'm good. I'm ready for Christmas to come and go. I'm ready for this winter to come and go. Just ready for cold to be over. I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
Ready for summer again. I'm ready to get that summer back.
we haven't got cold temperatures or snow yet.
Yeah, we haven't even shit. We haven't really hit winter yet.
Yeah,
But I always start looking ahead of time. You know, I'm waiting for December 22nd, get that fucking equinox in there and start getting longer days. That's an uphill battle from there. You know,
yeah,
we're on our way back up.
yeah.
So I'm excited. Let's get this winter over with. Let's get back to boats.
I see. Yeah, I just hate the darkness.
Yeah.
Just being dark so early.
Yeah.
It's not like it's that. I mean, the whole day's shorter, anyways. But it's just,
Yeah.
it's depressing.
Yeah, looking at the 10-day forecast, it's cloudy.
Yeah.
I even heard him on the radio talking today, like, Tuesday we might get a glimpse of sunshine. A fucking glimpse? A glimpse of sunshine? That's not enough. I need a lot of it.
Yeah.
But good thing for me, I'm going back to Arizona next week. So, be in Phoenix for a week.
There you go.
I'll probably look at the weather there and it'll be gloomy too.
Yeah.
God damn it. Because I'm talking shit now, like I haven't checked the weather, so it'll probably be like, hey man, we got unseasonably cloudy, rainy temperatures or weather for this time of year. I'm like, motherfucker.
I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, probably.
It'll probably be warm.
Yeah.
Warmer than here, anyways.
Yeah, at least 60s,
Yeah.
Maybe still cloudy, maybe no sunshine, but I need that sun, man.
You get one of these one sunny day.
I thrive in the sun.
Yeah, and we all need our vitamin D. Like,
Yeah.
it's the bask in it.
I was reading a thing that said that sunlight, especially for males, it helps boost your testosterone
Yeah.
by like 25% if you get like an hour a day. So fuck yeah. That's why you're always just so in the winter. You're missing out on some of that good old testosterone. You know?
Well, give us some sunshine, and maybe it would be out there.
Sunshine, lift weights, no processed foods. Build all that tea, man. You don't even need to do steroids. Get all that
All that testosterone.
all the good stuff. Speaking of, we were just talking about the testosterone thing. Saw a fun story on the internet making its way through the web these days. The Liver King. Have you heard of this guy?
Yeah, I know the guy.
He's a big, bulky dude, made a living on the social medias, selling a bunch of supplements, and he touted his diet as, an all raw meat diet, which I've heard of people doing and thriving. And that's, there's no debate over that. But he constantly had said that he was never taking steroids. But if you just look at a picture of this dude, I'll pop it up here on the screen if you're not familiar. Dude's fucking like huge, right?
Yeah, he's jacked out.
Got a great
way
physique.
way too much physique.
But that's too much to be natural. It's hard to get that being completely natural. And everybody called him out on it, and he made plenty of videos. I guess he made a bunch of different appearances on other podcasts and shit about how no, he's never touched the stuff and he's never planning on doing it. It's all through his liver supplements and eating organs and raw meat and all this other shit. But apparently he came out and admitted to using steroids. Surprise!
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise. And then the thing I think is funniest about it is the guy that outed him found some leaked emails, but it was from a YouTuber named More Plates, More Dates. Now I kind of want to check this guy out because that's just a fun name. Like, yeah, man, put some more plates on that rack. bench some more plates, you get more dates. Like, okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's fun. But yeah, so this dude has been doing steroids. I've heard like $11,000 worth of steroids a month,
Wow.
which is a lot. Yeah, that or just real high quality. I don't know. I've never purchased them. I feel like that's a lot to purchase though.
Going for top of the line steroids.
Yeah. So surprise, he's not natural.
Well, I mean, you can just tell by his physique. That's just like, it's way too cut, way too chiseled. He's got like. Here's the thing: if you're a normal ass dude,
Yeah.
working out all the time,
Mm-hmm.
eating nothing but raw meat. Okay,
Yeah.
Let's say you're just eating nothing but raw meat.
Yep.
You don't get that body.
You definitely don't get that big. I mean, I don't want to sit here and say that it's not possible, but I would dare to say it's almost too hard for anybody to accomplish.
Some of that physique would be. Some of it, yes. Like,
yeah.
you could get some probably built legs, and you get some built arms and stuff like that. But like
His fat content, his fat content.
his shoulders, his chest, the core.
Yeah.
That's where it's kind of.
His fat content's doable on an all meat diet easily. Like getting that shredded easily, but that bulk, that getting muscles that big, you do need some help. You know, you need a little help from a very high level of testosterone. And I want to just say, like, why not just say, fuck yeah, man, I do steroids.
Yeah.
And I'm big as fuck, you know?
Kicking it. I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks they're illegal, so there is a penalty. We just looked that one up. It was like 10 years because that's for distributing. But still, even possession, there's fines for it. But if you have enough that they want to label you as a distributor, then it's 10 years in prison with fines up to $500,000. So
maximum.
Yeah.
We're talking maximum here, all right? So like,
so the legality of it is the issue. I don't understand why that's like. Why can't we just say, yeah, man, I do fucking steroids, but I'm jacked. Look at me. You know?
yeah, I mean, it runs a fine line with a lot of stuff. But when you look at like bodybuilders, so they're all tested for steroids.
Yeah.
They're much leaner than he is.
And I think there's even a lot of bodybuilding nowadays where it's like you're just not allowed to test positive so many months before a competition.
Right. So,
where everybody knows you're fucking juicing.
Yeah.
But you just gotta come off of it. You gotta go do your post cycle treatment and come off of it 3 months before the competition. Because we all know they're not getting that physique natural.
Get high beast for 3 weeks and flush it out of your system.
Yeah, we all know. Like I feel like that's common knowledge that fucking Mr. Olympia, you know, those guys are fucking jacked.
But even look at them compared to him.
Yeah,
there's not as much mass typically. The cut abs are there. That's for sure. Those are the same. But I don't feel like there's as much mass to it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Last time I seen one is I don't know how long ago. Maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, I feel like any more of these guys, you can just tell. Like this dude, like that guy's fucking doing steroids. Easy.
Oh yeah, he's got like tries.
Yeah.
That are his buys that are
like these guys
out his thighs.
Look, those guys are on fucking steroids.
Man, those guys are much worse. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah,
about.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like nowadays, you know, you can just tell. Like that doesn't happen naturally. Ronnie Coleman does not happen naturally.
No,
at all.
I feel like they're injecting muscles straight with steroids.
Yeah. But they, you know, their thing is like, well, per our rules, you have to be off of steroids like 3 months before the competition, or you know, whatever. I don't know the exact rules.
What was that show on Netflix that was not too long ago about the bodybuilders, the chick and the dude, and the steroids, and they
was it that chick and that dude?
And she shot him in the face with a shotgun.
Oh, I don't know. But that sounds like fun to watch.
I forget the name of it. Yeah, basically he was crazy and beat the shit out of her, and she ended up shooting him in the face with a shotgun. They're both bodybuilders,
Yeah.
and they went the whole through story about steroids and everything like that. And
Yeah.
he got really hooked on steroids, which when you start gaining muscle like that, that's what a lot happens with these guys is they just get hooked on it.
Yeah.
Until their body can't handle it anymore, and then it just shuts down. So.
Yeah. All your whole system that makes its own all of its own shit stops working.
It's like, oh, you don't need me anymore. You got it.
That's why your balls shrink whenever you're on it, because your balls stop making testosterone and stuff. I'm sure your prostate gets fucked up, and you're burning your endocrine system out, and like all this other shit, because you're deliberately fucking with your hormones.
Yeah,
and it's not good for you.
No.
Especially whenever you abuse it to get that big. I could see, because I've always wanted to fuck around. I always thought it'd be cool to do a cycle, do like a 1 month cycle, but actually plan it out, do it to where it's more of like a prescribed
Science.
thing. Yeah. Actually take good measurements, do it right, and then even do the post cycle, because a lot of the post cycle is where you're kind of weaning your body off of it and weaning it back into doing its own thing, like letting it take back over, but making its own hormones and shit. And that's where you get the less side effects, is whenever you come off of it in a prescribed manner. It's just whenever you're like, you just go about it all. Somebody says, inject this into you 2 times a week. You do it for a month straight, and then you stop. And then your body goes fucking haywire.
See, I'd be hard pressed to inject anything to me ever.
Yeah.
That's not done by a licensed professional.
Yeah.
So maybe if you had somebody that's like, which I don't really work out either. So that's really, you got to do that too.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, you can't just take steroids.
Sitting around raging.
Yeah.
Lifting my coffee table up and down. I don't know what's going on. This coffee table's out of place.
Well, and that's one of the things that I read is if you do it properly, especially men of our age, if we did it properly, it's just like we're kicking our bodies back to when we were like 16, 17 years old, and we just produced that much testosterone because we were going through puberty. That's whenever your body makes it the most.
Yeah.
So if you were an asshole back then, like when they say like roid rage, and what if you roid rage? It's like, well, no, you're amplifying who you are as a person a little bit more. So like, we're nice guys. We'll just be nice guys, but with more testosterone. But if we were assholes, it would bring that asshole out of us more. And that's if we do it correctly. Now, if you're just straight juicing and not doing your math and not measuring it out properly and not doing the way it's supposed to, then you're going to have the mood swings and all the bullshit and the side effects.
PSA, this is all illegal. We do not recommend this to anybody. Illegal. Steve is talking about how he does it.
Yeah, I want to do it. I do. But it was the legality part of it was what always kept me from doing it.
If there was maybe like, an IV pack that maybe had a little bit in it where you get hydrated and there's a little bit in it.
A little test boost.
And they had it down to a science where like, we're just going to boost your testosterone by 0.01.
Yeah.
You're not going to it's not going to be a crazy effect like that, but it's going to help.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be better.
Yeah.
And there's probably a way to manage it. But if you start that algorithm, just like with any kind of substance of control.
Yeah.
It's going to get out of control.
Right.
Real fast.
Right.
So they're like, well, let's just extract that. Let's shoot a little bit more in there. Bam. Now I got 0.5 over 0.01.
Yeah. Somebody gives you a drug that says like, you're going to feel like a teenager again instead of a 40-year-old man. And then you're like, man, I really like the way that feels. And you're going to want to abuse it, easily.
I'm sure as soon as war starts, that's all in the drinking water. And the entire military has just been like flooded with steroids. Let's go. Yeah. The boys are going out tomorrow. They're going to kill everybody.
That is one thing I do know just from researching the steroids. It is hard to get the good ones non-intravenously. All the good ones come from shots. It's hard for you to take like pure testosterone. Your body won't process it through eating it. It only processes it through injections. There's other synthetic ones that your body can process through eating it, but they're dirty as fuck, especially because you're usually buying them from an illegal source. You're not buying, pharmaceutical grade stuff, and they're terrible for your livers. Like it fucks your shit up too.
Yeah.
So
you want to straighten the bloodstream. You don't want to try to get purified through your body.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want your body to process it. You want it to be in processable form, usable form, going intramuscular,
straight to the bloodstream, straight in the shit. You don't want to go through your body.
Yeah, you don't want your liver to have to break it down because it'll fuck it up. Gotcha. That's another thing that also, because I was a heavy drinker. Whenever I was looking into this, and I was like, well, I don't think my liver can handle any other shit I throw at it too. So that was kind of another reason why I never pulled the trigger on doing a cycle. It's because I already treat my body like a trash can. I probably shouldn't throw more shit away in it, and illegal shit, Plus, I'm no fucking scientist, so.
I just wonder if does this help this guy's career, or do you think his guy's career?
Well, he's definitely got a lot more publicity than he did before.
Yeah, but his supplements he was selling, does everybody like? Well, no, he was just roiding, so I'm not going to buy those anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now he's got to reshift his whole platform and go off. Yeah, but I haven't done steroids in this long, and now blah blah. No, I already saw he's going to get his abs.
He had
he's getting his abs checked to make sure they're real.
He had an appointment with a plastic surgeon, and the plastic surgeon was supposed to look in and be like, "Yep, nope, these are real abs. They're not implants."
Why do you go to a plastic surgeon, by the way?
I don't know. I don't fucking know, man.
To say they're not
And at this point, man, can't you just live off of that money you made and just say, "Well, fuck it, I'm retiring."
I'd just be like, yeah, I did him a while ago. I'm done with him. I'm gonna show you how the next year goes without him.
Because he also probably likes the way they make him feel too. Because now, with steroids, you still got to work hard to get that physique. There's no doubt about it. You can't just inject and become jacked.
Right.
But without them, in order for him to hold that physique, without them, he's gonna have to work 10 times harder.
Right.
A lot harder. Now there are tips. There's if you get you some chickens, get a rooster, and make sure you're eating fertilized eggs. If you eat 3 dozen fertilized eggs a day, that's supposed to be equivalent to a low dose Dianabol cycle. So there's ways around it. You just have to eat 3 dozen.
3 dozen?
3 dozen fertilized eggs a day.
God.
And you will get a low dose Dianabol treatment. So
no shot.
There's always that.
Can they be cooked?
Probably. I feel like it'd just be easier to chug them raw.
3 dozen?
Well,
how many?
Than eating them cooked, I think it'd be easier to chug them raw.
That's a minimum.
Because I could drink a gallon of water.
That's a minimum half gallon of raw eggs.
Raw eggs.
It's gotta be, right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. So, I guess there's probably some ways around it to where he could, but he's going to have to work a lot harder just to keep that physique without steroids.
Bigger than 3. That's gonna be a gallon of raw eggs.
Yeah.
Whew. No shot.
On average, I think if I remember correctly, an egg is about 2 fluid ounces per egg. So 3 dozen, you're looking at 36. That's 70.
But then you better hope your chickens are healthy as shit.
74 ounces of fluid.
Put them in a biometric dome.
And they have to be fertilized too. You got to make sure that they've been inseminated.
Yeah, I don't even know how that
because I
works.
feel like
I don't know how that works with chickens.
Yeah, unless you're harvesting rooster semen and just chugging that, because I feel like it's something to do with them being.
So maybe it's just the rooster semen.
I think it has something to do with.
It's got to do the chemical reaction.
Yeah, once the semen gets in there, fertilizes the egg, that kind of whole process of kicking off the form of a life.
What if I just eat 6 of the chickens in the egg, the baby chicks in the egg before they're completely maternalized?
Yeah.
What country does that where they
that's definitely an Asian thing.
Yeah, they rot them.
Yeah,
and then eat them.
And they take a little fetus with a little baby chicken in there, and they bury it in the ground or something.
They say that's really good for your testosterone. They say that's really good for your testosterone.
Put a little lead in your pencil.
And it's a delicacy.
Yeah.
And they say it's really good. And you're literally crunching through an egg with
Yeah. But that is harder to do than just inject some steroids into you.
No, 100%.
You know?
Well, eating
36 of those.
A bunch of eggs.
A day.
Eating some fertilized eggs.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Or you just bang some steroids and take this dude's liver supplements and you'll be fine.
Hey.
And then people can question the realness of your abs too.
You know, if he was smart, he already made a bunch of money. He invested a lot of it. And he doesn't matter.
He's a meathead. He's not smart.
And now he can get paid a lot of money.
He's probably kind of smart at least.
Well, he can probably get paid a lot of money right now to go on anybody's podcast talk show.
Yeah.
They probably pay him a lot to come on and interview him.
Right.
So they know he's going to get like a bunch of hits.
Yeah.
So milk it out, man.
Yeah, running like a redemption tour maybe, or just say, fuck it, I'm on steroids. Look at how big I am.
We just talk about it, be like, yeah, I was doing a little bit of time because it was helping, but
$11,000. Like, we have the email right here.
No, he's going to get grilled no matter where he goes.
Yeah.
He can start some fights with some people and get angry and walk off stages and stuff. And,
right.
You know, go on the next podcast, next show, blah, blah, blah. End of the day, he can make $1 million off of him just taking steroids.
Right.
That paid for his steroids he took.
Yeah.
And then just retire.
Yeah, at this point, just fucking retire. Yeah. He's got to have some of that money saved up somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, instead of he's making $100 million a year off of his supplements and shit. So
just for being
just for lifting weights, man.
Guy that likes to eat liver.
Maybe we should do steroids and lift weights and talk about livers.
Yeah, I mean, if we devote ourselves enough to that, we probably could make some kind of career path out of it.
Something.
I just don't know if we'd have life.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was a fun story. Moving on, though, found another fun story. We live in Ohio.
Yeah.
Right? And obviously we get snow this time of year. Ohio Department of Transportation, I guess this is a yearly thing and I never see it. It just came on my radar this year where they have a name a snowplow competition.
Okay.
And they put it up online and people vote. And this year's winners, they have 8 names here listed that they named 8 of their different snowplows.
Okay, never knew that.
So I don't know if these are in any particular order, but they're pretty fun. We've got Control Alt Delete.
Nice.
like the Control Alt Delete.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, if you hit those 3 keys on your keyboard on your computer, it'll make it do stuff. But Control Alt Delete. We've got the Big Leplowski.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that one was good. The Blizzard Wizard. That one's so-so.
Okay.
Still fun.
Probably comes up every year.
Yeah. And then the Blizzard of Oz.
Comes up every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Plow Chicka Plow Wow.
Like that.
That one's kind of fun, you know. The Ohio Thaw Enforcement.
Yeah, get rid of that one.
You're Killing Me, Squalls.
Nice.
I thought that one was pretty good. And then I think this is one of my favorites. It's Cleopatra. Cleopatra,
nice.
but you're clearing a path.
Yeah.
Cleopatra. So I thought that was fun. Says the 8 winners got a $100 gift card. So congratulations to those people and your extra $100.
Yeah, you're welcome. Because I paid taxes. So
yeah. I wonder if they make them stand out any different. You know, I wonder if I can drive down the road. I'm like, oh shit, there's fucking Cleopatra. You know?
We'll have to look. I noticed on my way here, I passed a plow truck just sitting full of salt, and I was like, "Oh shit, what's happening tonight?"
Getting ready for something.
Must be getting ready for something. I don't know. I guess maybe it might be a little colder tonight. Roads are wet.
Yeah, we got a little rain yesterday, and everything's a little wet, so they're probably just putting some salt down. You know.
Yeah, probably not really needed, but they want to start using their guys,
right?
Because you don't know, the state still gets money from the government for that. So
they
got to use them.
Right, yeah. They're paying them probably to be on standby, so they might as well make them do something.
Yeah.
I bet you that's a pretty good racket being one of those drivers.
Yeah.
You got to think fucking I'm on call tonight, get called out. You're probably plowing for at least 12 hours straight.
Well, they're typically a city worker anyways.
Yeah.
In the summer, they have another job, but then in the wintertime comes their plow driver. And,
right.
And they get paid really good money to run those.
I mean, you are operating heavy equipment in the middle of a goddamn highway, trying to make things safe for people
in terrible conditions.
Terrible conditions, and even like Christmas Eve, if it snows, guess what the fuck you're doing?
Oh, yeah.
Not hanging out with your family.
Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what day it is.
The big game's on. Well, you're going to be stuck plowing if there's a
Yeah.
blizzard coming through. So I'm sure they get paid pretty well for that bullshit they got to deal with,
Yeah, sure, they have a couple crews that run certain hours,
Yeah.
but they make some amount of money to
Yeah.
which they should.
For sure. 100%.
I respect it.
100%.
I respect it.
Respect out to you guys. Hopefully, if any of you guys are listening while you're plowing the roads, hopefully you're driving one of the cool ones with a cool name.
Yeah. And I really wish they just put heating elements in the roads. It'd be so easy
Yeah.
and smart and like,
That's probably expensive.
would it be really?
I don't know.
Think about it.
If it was cheap, they'd be doing it already.
It wouldn't be that expensive. I can tell you right now. As much as they pave roads,
Yeah, the infrastructure and putting.
well, there's always power poles running down the side of a road. There's never not. I mean, not back roads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're talking main freeways, highways,
Highways
like
and
that.
shit, yeah.
It'd be
Highways and shit, I feel like that would be the easy one to heat, but
It'd be so easy to put some mesh cables running through there.
yeah,
And then you put rebar down there. By the way, rebar's all hooked together.
yeah.
All you have to do is go down and hook up to a rebar, clamp into it,
Run some high voltage through that.
run some voltage through it.
Make sure you're wearing your rubber gloves when you're handling that high voltage, and make sure it's tested with the equipment that my company makes.
Yeah. Or some kind of inductor into that rebar,
Yeah.
which would make the ground underneath that warmer, would it not?
Yep.
Just say.
Right.
Yes, it would take a lot of electricity,
Yeah.
but would it be worth it? 'Cause
And
then you wouldn't have to run plow trucks.
for 3 months out of the year.
Well, I'll take it.
Yep.
Well, they don't do it anywhere. But I mean, like Canada, Alaska.
Yeah.
Like, all these places do it. And it's like,
Where it's just cold
there's
all
not
the
that
time.
many people there, so it's
Yeah.
whatever. But
I say, well, you live here. You
Yeah.
should be able to deal with it by now.
if you just heat the roads, you wouldn't have to hire. You wouldn't have to pay the plow truck drivers. Could it not make itself up?
I don't know.
No, we just like to see people wreck and die. It's fine.
Yeah. Big insurance is lobbying against that because they get more money during the winter hours when people are sliding around.
I guess. Or don't they lose money because they don't want people to get in accidents?
Yeah, I don't know. They don't have to pay you off if you're dead. I don't know.
No, they do.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty sure I have like.
Well, they use that as an excuse to charge you more throughout the non-winter months.
I'm pretty sure every car insurance company wants you to never get in a wreck because then you're just paying for.
Yeah.
You just gave them thousands of dollars for nothing.
Well, but then they can charge you higher rates if you have one little fender bender that they paid $500 for a body shop to botch. And then for the next 10 years, you're paying hundreds of dollars more.
That's why you gotta know a guy.
You got to know a guy.
Gotta know a guy that knows a guy, and then you get the guy.
You just run around with a dent and don't claim it.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah.
Just take the insurance money and be like, I'll hit it with
Yeah.
a plunger.
Yeah.
Touch it up with some paint.
Pour some hot water on it. It'll pop out. What else?
Anyways.
Yeah.
What else you got?
One other story I wanted to talk about. This one just came out. I just saw this week. I don't know a whole lot about nuclear fusion. But apparently there's a test site somewhere in this world. I don't even know if it's in the States. I don't have a lot of information, but I did hear, I've seen it a couple places. It has to be true that for the first time ever, we started a nuclear fusion and we were able to harness enough electricity, enough energy out of it that we gained energy from it happening. Because normally they've been able to get that fusion reaction to happen, but it took so much energy to get it started that it was always a net negative. So, like say it takes 10 energies and they only get 8 out, I'm using very technical scientific terms here.
I think Nevada or Texas Institute, one of the institutes on there have the fusion generator, as you would call it. I believe what you're talking about is it's like a giant tube where they send it through as fast as possible. When I'm talking about sending something through as fast as possible, we're talking about little like atoms going through.
Yeah.
You can't see it.
Right.
It's read by computers and and science and
Right.
like you're not sitting there going, oh, there it goes. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. No, it's just you're watching air and you have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the desert states, I'm pretty sure. But anyways.
You're talking about the Hadron Collider, I think.
Is that not the...
That's one where they can race the fucking particles around and they smash atoms together and get them to do things. This one it's the National Ignition Facility. But anyway, they caused that nuclear reaction and it took them less energy than to cause it that they got out of it. So
Gotcha.
that's like a huge breakthrough because that's one of the biggest things that we've been dealing with trying to get nuclear fusion and shit to happen is that we never got a net positive out of it. So that's kind of cool. It means nothing because it's still not practical for us to use it and everyday shit to give us energy and give us power. But that's the first step. So
yeah,
maybe we'll see some free, clean energy by the time we die.
Or we'll see a bunch of dead people.
Yeah. Or they'll all of a sudden like, hey, this is how we fuck up and create a black hole. We're all dying.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I still think there's a lot of free energy alternatives out there that we could all be capitalizing on right now. Obviously, solar is huge. The one that always blows my mind is like dams, like hydroelectricity is out there, right?
Right.
And why can't like households capitalize on it a little bit? Like say like I live by a body of water or a river or something like that.
Yeah.
Why am I not allowed to just go put like a hydro thing down the water and let it spin like a little sawmill wheel?
You probably can. I've seen guys on TikTok that make little ones and they use like a little like an alternator off of a car
and
they power
batteries
that
up.
I mean, I think you can. I do believe there's probably going to be laws against you making a lot of energy out of it or really massively damming a big enough body of water for you to get a good amount of energy from it. And then, not to sound like a crazy conspiracy theorist, but there's probably a lot of laws against it too because everybody wants you more relying on their power source.
Come at me, bro.
You know what I mean? Like there's probably a pretty good reason why I can't be like, you know what? Fuck you, Ohio Edison. I want to use this power company instead. Or fuck that power company. They charge too much. I want to use... No, we have one option. And it's because they kind of got like a whole fucking monopoly on the shit.
Put steel casing in the Atwood Lake.
Yeah.
And it comes down and then shoots up. And at the bottom, I'm going to have 2 twin turbines.
Yeah.
When that water comes down and then shoots back up, it's I'll be storing electricity. I'll be like, I'm selling it back to you guys. So you gotta take my feedback,
right?
Or my house can blow up.
Make it too much. Give me money for it.
That's one of those things I've always been curious. I mean, we went to Hoover Dam together.
Yep.
Massive structure that powers.
Yep.
Not just Las Vegas itself,
right?
But like all the existing area around it.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and why can't we just do that?
We live by a river here by us, and it gets backed up all the time. I understand that the flooding and the controlling would probably eliminate a lot of those problems. Where we can't be like, "Hey, no, we gotta hold it back. You guys can't have electricity today."
Right.
But
yeah, there's a drought. We don't have much water, so
I feel like couldn't you put holes high up and then it spins through alternate generators and like different levels of these generators hitting water, just like
yeah, I don't know.
To me, it makes sense.
Maybe you should have been a civil engineer and you could have solved all of these energy problems we had.
Well, and then the biggest one is the oceans.
Yeah,
natural tides.
Yeah.
We have never harnessed natural tides. I think some people are now.
I think they're trying, yeah.
There's some gas and oil sites that, have them built into their platforms.
Right.
There's different things where they it's like wind. The big windmills.
Yeah.
Heard a lot that the windmills aren't as efficient as they should be.
Right.
Maybe that's because they're trying to make them look too cool.
Well, and I do believe a lot of it is because big oil has the government in their pockets to make us rely on that shit. Like,
they're not ready to let go yet.
Right.
Until they invest enough money into the other side.
Until they own enough of the other subsidies.
All right, now let's go that wind.
Right. Yeah. Because that's a huge conspiracy theory about why prohibition happened, is because people were making leaps and bounds whenever it came to alcohol generated power, and the oil companies did not like that, so they made that illegal. Same thing with marijuana and hemp. Hemp was supposed to be a good product of energy, textiles, all this other bullshit, but they're like, no, fucking let's make that all illegal so that nobody can even fuck with it to try, because be relying on oil. So
it was a thing of like a shock, right? So like something comes out that just changes the world.
Yeah.
Instantly. Like tomorrow I come out with a cure for cancer.
Right.
Think that's ever going to hit the market?
No, you're going to get suicided.
Absolutely.
You're gonna get killed. The government's gonna take it, and they're gonna regulate it to where they can make money off of it.
Like, guys, I'm a genius. I was just in my house. I was fucking around. I found the cure for cancer. Look, I already cured 45 people.
Yeah.
All 45 people and me are dead. Yeah.
I'm sure you deep dive on Google enough, there's already people out there like that. There's probably already stories of that happening.
They gone. By the way, I've cured cancer, found a better fuel source, and am now in touch with the aliens.
Yeah.
Shit. Nobody beamed through the house. We're okay.
You're not dead yet.
We're not dead yet. But
you just look up and there's a red dot on your forehead. Fuck. I don't know this guy.
In his basement.
Yeah.
We got one red dot back there.
They figured out a way.
But yeah, it's all crazy. So it's just.
Yep. Well, I think that's enough rambling for 1 week. Real quick though.
Yes, sir.
Did you eat anything good this week? What was the best thing you ate?
I've been sick all week, so it's been rough.
Yeah.
Like cooking meals was rough.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really want to eat that much. Shit, what's the best thing I ate? I think I just made like a little chicken Alfredo.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nothing, but
right.
I'm gonna go chicken Alfredo. That's
nice.
it.
It was probably still delicious.
It was good.
Yeah.
Not the best of the best, but what about yourself?
I got to go to Michigan on Wednesday to do a quick job, and I stopped at a place called Rocky Top Beer and Barbecue.
Okay.
And it was in Jackson, Michigan. But I had their brisket sandwich and 10 wings and coleslaw, and it was fucking delicious.
Nice.
Really good. They did a good job.
Nice.
And you make sure I get on Google and leave them a good review and stuff too. So
the brisket was on point.
Brisket was on point. They even had it on a good hoagie roll that was perfectly toasted too, so it still had like a nice little crispy crunch when you bit into
it. Shredded brisket.
No, it was not shredded. It was nice, good thick slices, good and fatty, juicy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I got a mustard based barbecue sauce and then their spicy one, and I dipped instead of having them drench it in it. I did the dip so I could go back and forth. Their sauces were on point too. Coleslaw was good. You could tell it was like homemade. Like you could tell that it had their own flavor to it at least.
Yeah.
If they did start with a product, like if they started with a dressing, they definitely doctored it up, and that was good. And then mango habanero wings. They could have been a little hotter. Once you put that habanero name in there, I figured they're gonna be a little bit hotter, but they were still fucking like it was still delicious. Wasn't like super hot like you'd think, but it still tasted good, so it's hard to be upset about like, well, I wanted to burn my face a little more.
Yeah.
Like if it should have burnt more, but the flavor was amazing. So like it's hard to.
I'd be super happy with that. I'd probably be sitting here being like, that was the hottest thing. Oh my god, I'm dying now.
Yeah.
But no, I'd be super happy with something that's not as hot as it's supposed to be. Because I will never order mango habanero after eating B-Dub's mango habanero.
Yeah, that one's pretty hot.
Because that will leave me on the floor,
Yeah.
and then leave me in the shitter the next day.
Yeah,
so.
that was pretty good. The only thing I didn't like about it is that, there were people from that state up north talking about that team up north and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But there was this one guy that was like, I guess he's like a season ticket. You could tell he was a local. Like he hit that bar there a lot, and he was talking to the bartender, and the bartender's like, "So did you get like tickets to the game?" And he's like, I got tickets to the national championship. He's like, I had to, I don't even know if we're going. But I had to commit before,
Yeah.
He's like, so we could lose on New Year's Eve, but I still got tickets to go. He's like, so I'll go anyway. And I was like, well, that's fucking cool,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, even cooler.
They're gonna have a tough game against TCU, so
Yeah,
I mean,
but still, I think that's fucking nuts. Like, you don't even know if your team's gonna make it or not, and you got to. I'm sure they weren't cheap. He didn't mention. I didn't overhear a price, but then like, well, now I don't even want to go. I'm sure you could sell them online still, but
that's why you watch a national championship. It's not like
yeah,
if it's Ohio State, it's gonna be a little half more dominated, but.
well, that's why they like having the big teams in there because they have fans all over the country. It's not so much of a local thing, but yeah, it's normally the stadium's filled with promotional tickets a lot. I'm sure,
Oh yeah, and people just watching the football game.
Yeah.
So it's it is what it is. So.
Right, but yeah, I think we got to wrap this bitch up for this week, man.
Yes, sir.
We've been going on pretty long, so.
Oh no, we go over an hour.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh shit.
Sorry, QT Rage. We got
QT
another
Rage.
long one for you.
We don't mean to cut you down, but
Yeah,
that's what we like to do.
That's what we're gonna do, man. You're right, and he's probably right. We probably get a little bit more clicks and more watches if we kept it shorter. But I like talking to you, man.
Hey, that's what we're about.
And you know what the best part is? I mean, I don't know about you. Did you have a damn good time?
You know what? I had a damn good time.
Get the fuck out of here.
What'd you have?
I had a damn good time.
On that note,
Whether it's an hour, whether it's 5 minutes, as long as we have a damn good time, that's all that fucking
that's all that
matters, man.
matters.
We love you
bro.
guys. Love you, bro. We'll see you next week.
Click like, subscribe. Tell your friends about us.
Tell them all.
Tell them all.
And tell them we talk for an hour or more.
Love you guys.
Bye-bye.